Good morning, this is Jay with Jay Sing Sports Cards. Today I want to do a video on how to ship sports cards with the eBay standard envelope, which has been really successful for me. Just to give you a little bit of feedback, I've been selling sports cards since June of 2022 on eBay. Give you an example of kind of the volume I do. In 2023, I had 2,675 orders, and my total sales were $39,104. So far in 2024, I've done close to 700 sales, and I'm right around $6,000 in sales for the first 3.5 months of the year. I have a 658 5-star comments. I've only had 1 negative review and 5 neutral review out of all of those sales. And honestly, the majority of the comments are come back, talk about the speed in which I ship and the way I package, especially the eBay standard envelope. I just starting this page. Please give me a subscribe. Please drop a like button if you like the video. 100% share comments. I'll definitely try and give you feedback, but kind of here we go. So we're going to start here with this. We're going to do a single card. I sold this Roman Anthony Chrome first, and we're going to go ahead and prepare this for shipping. So kind of start off, the envelope I use is the 3 5/8 by 6 1/4, I believe. To me, this envelope is perfect because it doesn't give a lot of wiggle room when you ship the card. I get almost zero returns due to card damage. I've had really good success, and I think using this size envelope is the key and kind of the way I package the card. So I ship with, when I do a single card, I just do a standard top loader, penny sleeve on the card. So here's what I do. I just put a little bit of tape here. Then we're going to use a piece of paper here. The way I do my labels, this actually works out perfectly. So I just do a little bit of tape on each side here to keep the card firmly in place. And then all I do is fold it over, make sure it's really tight, fold it over again, make sure it's really tight. And then I just got this little lip here. We will tape that over. So guys, check out my eBay store. It's Jay Sing Sports Cards. And I really just deal low-end stuff. So the eBay standard envelope is my kind of go-to. So basically, notice how the way I have this cut, it fits in perfectly. So there's not a lot of wiggle room within the card. So there we go here. Boom. We have a nice firm setup, and this is going to ship really nice. So we'll save that one for later. I have the label here. So the next thing we'll do is I do a lot of lots, small lots, Bowman first lots. This happens to be a Carter Jensen 5-card lot. And people, you know, for me, where I found the sweet spot on lots is if you can use the eBay standard envelope for up to 5 Chrome cards, and you can probably get away with 6 paper cards. So we're going to go ahead and do this. With this one, each card is individually penny sleeved. I believe you have a 1/4 inch of thickness on your envelope. So that's kind of where the guideline I'm using. And then when I'm sending multiple lots, I'm using the Ultra Pro sleeves here. So here's what I do. I will not put 5 in one of these sleeves. I usually go, if I'm doing a 5-card lot, I will put in 3, and then I'll go 2 on this. So here's what I have. I have 2 top loaders, or 2 top loaders here, and I'm going to ship this using eBay standard envelope. Now, I do take some extra precaution here because I want these to fit, be snug when they put together. So kind of here's how I do it, is I take just a little bit of tape and seal off the top right there. Do this with the next one right here like this. So again, I have some flat, get this as flat as possible. Now, whenever I do two, I then put them together kind of face down so the openings are facing each other. And I'm just gonna tape these together, again, using a little bit of packing tape. Don't overdo your your painter's tape. I've gotten items where it's just, it's too much. You don't need a lot of painter's tape. Just get it there, get everything snug, and we'll go from there. So I like to make sure everything's flush here. Again, pull this over here, pull it tight. So here we are. We are pretty tight here. And again, we're gonna use the same paper I used for my label. And we're just gonna kind of center this like that. Get my tape ready. So again, I'm just folding this over here like this. Doing a fold. Sometimes I put tape here, sometimes I don't. I've learned that I can just kind of go like this. As long as I make good creases here and flat, boom. So this is where I'm at. This thing is ready to go into the envelope. So get my envelope out. So again, the envelope, same thing, 3 5/8 by 6 1/4. And boom, we're gonna come right here, rip the label off, pound that down. Voila, look, there is not a lot of movement in this thing, and it's gonna pass through the eBay or the post office with the eBay standard envelope. So again, this is kind of how I do my lots. Now let's talk about shipping prices. So eBay standard envelopes, when you go 3 ounces, it's gonna be, I think it's $1.12 right now. So when I do a lot, anything more than 1 card, I always do 3 ounces. And I've never had an issue with that. I know the cards weigh a little bit less, but I feel like the $1.12 kind of gives me a little bit of leeway if the envelope's just a little bit thicker. On the single card, I do 2 ounces, which will charge 88 cents. And then I've seen a lot of people on eBay say that you can, or on YouTube say you can do the 1 ounces, which is 64 cents. I highly advise against that. The only time I've ever gotten anything returned for sender due to not enough postage is when I've done the 1 ounce. So I would do 2 ounces for single cards, chrome base. If you have something thick, like 130 point or something like that, like a Bowman Invicta card, or a Topps paper jersey relic type of thing like that, you can still use the eBay standard envelope. But I would click on 3 ounces with that. So anything with a lot, you want to do 3 ounces or 3 ounces and pay the 112. Now, as far as shipping costs, on eBay standard envelope, I do 99-cent shipping on my listings. And I'm going to do some other videos about listings as we go forward here. But again, this is pretty much how I use the eBay standard envelope. Again, this is my very first video. Give it a like. Please give me some feedback. Click subscribe. I'm trying to build my subscriber base up so I can do some regular videos on how to successfully buy and sell on eBay. But that is all. You guys have a great rest of your day.